In previous section, we learned about the force on the charged particle moving in magnetic field. In this section, we are going to discuss motion of the charged particle in constant magnetic field. To describe the motion of a charged particle in constant magnetic field, let us discuss a special case in which the velocity of the charged particle is perpendicular to the uniform magnetic field. That is, we learn the motion of the charged particle when it starts moving perpendicular to the magnetic field, the path of the charged particle becomes circular. So let us learn about the circular path. Let us take constant magnetic field and charged particle start moving from this position. That is position number 1. If we give the charged particle velocity in the positive x direction, say v velocity, and we use the right hand rule, we can observe the direction of the force in the upward direction. Because of this force, the path of the charged particle will not remain straight. It will turn in the upward direction. And here you can observe the velocity is perpendicular to the force. That means the path of the charged particle will become circular. So this charged particle will start moving the circular path like this. This is the line where center of the circular motion will lie. Now let us observe one more situation. Suppose charged particle reach at position number 2 here. If we draw the velocity vector will be always along the tangential direction. This is the direction of the velocity vector. And if we apply the right hand rule again, we can observe the force on the charged particle is again toward the center. This is the center. Similarly, if we take one more position at the top, we will find the force on the charged particle is again toward the center of the circle, and here also. You can observe this force is acting toward the center. That means this force, this is the magnetic force. Now we can say this magnetic force is responsible for providing the centripetal force. Because of this magnetic force, this charged particle start moving or keep on moving in the circular track. So let us find first what is the radius of the circular path. As we discussed here, this force is responsible for providing the centripetal force, and this is nothing but the magnetic force, that is equal to QVB. So we can write here QVB equal to mv square by r, right? This is the centripetal force that is equal to the magnetic force, right? From this equation, we can find the radius of the rotation. V and V will get cancelled, and we get the value of r equal to mv divided by qb. This is the radius of the circular path, correct? Now, let us find the angular speed and time period. We know the angular speed when charged particle or any particle move in the circular path, that is equal to the tangential velocity divided by radius. So we can write omega equal to velocity in the tangent direction divided by radius. Radius is equal to mv divided by qv. So this omega should be equal to qv divided by m. We can write v divided by r, that equal to qv divided by m. You can observe here, this angular velocity is independent of the speed of the charged particle, right? Now let us find the time period of the motion. We can write time period equal to 2 pi r, that is the distance traveled by the charged particle, and we know speed of the charged particle remain constant, so time period should be equal to 2 pi r divided by v, right? And if we substitute the value of r, this time period is equal to 2 pi m divided by qb. And here also you can observe this time period is independent of velocity, that is the speed of the charged particle. Now let us find the time taken by the charged particle to rotate certain angle theta. We know time period is the time to rotate angle 2 pi. And for calculating the time taken to rotate angle theta, we can use the proportionality method. We can write now t equal to theta divided by 2 pi multiplied by time period. That is the time taken to rotate at angle theta. That equal to m theta divided by q, right? So here we learn about the radius, angular velocity and time period of the charged particle moving in the magnetic field region. And we also observe here the region of the magnetic field is not having any boundary. That is, charged particle is having the every freedom to move or every freedom to complete the circle. But there may be certain case when charged particle enter into the magnetic field region from outside. That is from certain boundary. So let us learn charged particle entering into the magnetic field region from outside. If a charged particle enters in the magnetic field region from outside, it cannot complete full circle. Let us find the time taken by the charged particle when it is moving in the magnetic field region. So let us discuss one situation. You can observe here is a magnetic field B vector and it is cross, that is magnetic field is away from you, right? The vector is pointing away from you into the plane. And here the charged particle entering from this position. Let this angle made by the charged particle velocity with the horizontal is theta. If we apply the right hand rule, we orient the thumb in the direction of the velocity and fingers, right hand fingers into the plane, that is the direction of the magnetic field. We find the direction of the force is in the direction of the palm like this. So charged particle will experience force in this direction. That means charged particle will turn in the upward direction. It will not move in this direction, that is the direction of the velocity. It will turn in the upward direction and it will complete circular motion. But it cannot complete full circle because it is entering into the magnetic field region from this, that is from boundary. So the path of the charged particle will be circular arc like this. Let us find the force acting the charged particle in different position. Let charged particle is at this position. Again we can use the right hand rule. Force direction should be here, and from this force direction we can find the position of the center. This is the position of the center. And here also we can find the direction of the magnetic force is always toward the center of the circle like this. Suppose if we take point here, direction of the force, if we take point here, direction of the force in the downward, and here when charged particle is coming out, the direction of the force is again toward the center of the circle like this. Correct? Here the charged particle will come out in symmetrical fashion. That means if this velocity vector is making angle theta with horizontal, the velocity when it is coming out will also make angle theta with the horizontal, but in the downward direction. We got the trajectory of the charged particle. Suppose we are interested to find the time taken by the charged particle into the magnetic field region. For getting the time taken by the charged particle, we need to find this angle, that is the angle made by this arc in the magnetic field region, this angle. And we know this angle is theta, that is the velocity is in the tangent direction. Here you can say the tangent is making angle theta with the horizontal. So this angle will be theta and this also be theta. So this angle will be equal to pi minus 2 theta. And we know at the center there is 2 pi angle. So this angle, that is the angle made by the arc in the magnetic field region at the center of the circle, equal to 2 pi minus 2 theta, that equal to pi plus 2 theta. So we got the value of the phi, that is the angle made by the arc inside the magnetic field region at the center of the circular track. And we know time taken by the charged particle while rotating angle phi, that equal to phi divided by 2 pi multiplied by time period. We can find this result using the simple proportionality. And we know time period, that is the time when it is moving completely in the circular region, equal to 2 pi m divided by qb. This is the time taken by the charged particle to complete 2 pi angle. If we substitute the value of t here, we can get the value of time. Now let us substitute this value. of the time period. You can find 2 pi and 2 pi will get cancelled, and if we substitute the value of phi equal to pi plus 2 theta, finally we get the value of the time taken by the charged particle when it is moving in the magnetic field region. This is the time. Now we got the time for the positive charged particle. Now let us take a negative charged particle moving in the magnetic field region, and also when it start moving from outside the magnetic field region. So let us take one more situation. Suppose we have the magnetic field region again cross, that is away from you, and negative charge particle start entering from this position. This angle is theta. You know, for finding the direction of the force on the negative charge particle, what we do? We first consider if it is a positive charge. Instead of negative charge, we consider it as a positive charge and apply the right hand rule. So we apply, considering this as a positive charge, the direction of the force will be in the palm direction. You can follow the figure. So if it is a positive charge, the direction of the force should be in this direction. But it is negative charge. That means the direction of the force should be in opposite to that positive direction. So the direction of the force should be like this. Because of this force direction, because force is perpendicular to the velocity, the charged particle will turn into the circular path like this, right? And it will come out from this position. And if we want to find the direction of the force at this position, we can again apply the same rule, assuming this as a positive charge, and revert the direction of the force because it is a negative charge actually. So direction of the force on this negative charge will be here. So this is the position of the center of the circular track. Similarly, at the last point, you can follow. So this is the center, correct? Now let us find the time. That is the time taken by the charged particle in the magnetic field region. For getting the time, we need to find this angle. That is the angle made by this arc in the magnetic field. So we need to calculate this angle, right? And we know this angle is theta. This angle is theta. That means this angle is 90 minus theta. We can say this angle is again 90 minus theta. This should also be 90 minus theta. That means this is equal to pi minus 2 theta. Or you can say this is theta, then this is 90 minus theta, this is theta, this is also theta. That's why this is equal to pi minus 2 theta. You can write like this also. So this angle is pi minus 2 theta. And we got the angle traced by the arc at the center of the circular path. And for getting the time, we can use the proportionality method. That is, if it is completing complete circle, it will cover 2 pi angle and take time, that is time equal to time period. But here it is moving only the angle phi. This angle is phi. So this time should be equal to phi divided by 2 pi multiplied by time, right? And now we can write time period equal to 2 pi m divided by qb. We have learned this expression previously. Now we can substitute the value of t here. T, if we substitute, we know 2 pi and 2 pi will get cancelled, and we get the relation finally m phi divided by qb, and phi equal to pi minus 2 theta. So this time is m pi minus 2 theta divided by qb. This is the time taken by this charged particle when it is moving in the magnetic field region. That was the negative charge.